Hello. Got a tattoo. Just kidding. I just kind of like did a little fake. Sometimes it's just like a ritualistic thing where I just acknowledge my Hebraic Star of David Jewish ancestry. It's more Hebraic, like Israeli. My ancestors were people that, were persecuted, unfortunately, like many families in the greater part of Eastern Europe and the Middle East towards the Mediterranean and so forth. So they've traveled long and far and ended up in the Central America, the Caribbean, Spain, parts of Europe, and now here in the States, because here I am. But yeah, and I have had a couple epiphanies. I just feel like this great weight has like lifted from my heart. Like I was listening to this worship song by Elevation Music, and it was so beautiful, and it just like touched my heart. And it came at a like opportune time. Like last night I just put on Pandora, and I'm like, I need to listen to something because I was in a really like uptight situation. I got into a big argument with the roommate upstairs because he was just harassing me and my girlfriend. And I got into like protective mommy mode and just like yelled at him and just got kind of ugly. And he wanted to apologize, but I was just like, no. And yes, I feel bad about it, but now I've prayed on it, and I just want it to just like fizzle away. If he decides to talk to me, I'll have a talk with him. But I'm just glad tomorrow's Sunday, and I'm just gonna go to church and get myself heavily involved in the church because it's something that's been missing from my life. And this reconciliation that I've had, and hey Olga, my cousin, she was a part of my reconciliation prayer. And I reconciliation with God, meaning I grew up in faith, and I grew up practicing the old traditions and in Judaism. And my mother, it came from Roman Catholic background and converted to evangelical Christianity, and my father came from like Catholic and Orthodox Jewish background, but he converted to Messianic Judaism, so they kind of met in the middle. And it's just one of those like things in modern society. My mother's background is very interesting. My grandpa was of Sephardic Jewish, background, but he grew up in like Italy, like Rome, and like during the Second World War, which he was actually a soldier and a part of, as my sister discovered when she went to Rome earlier this year. And my grandma was of native ancestry. She was mestizo from Honduras. So I have a very interesting background, and I know a few languages, but not fluent. I mean, I'm still studying, like Hebrew and Russian, and different certain languages that I are attributed to my heritage. And Spanish I'm fluent in. Still learning certain phrases because if we're out of practice, you forget. But anyway, I wanted to just say hello and express that I'm feeling really good today. A little emotional because, after having like a bad night, and knowing that like I'm aware, like being self-aware, knowing that I'm back on this like journey, like it's like a rediscovery of self, and I'm feeling super enlightened, more charismatic, and things are going to come across. It's going to be hard. It's hard to get back into it. And my old ways still kind of like flicker in and out, but I have more to share with you, and in due time. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk soon. Bye. God bless.